Hey guys, welcome back to Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video, we're going to take a look at Harbor Freight's latest parking lot sale. This is the October sale, starts on the 9th for Inside Track Club members, 13th for everybody else, goes through the 15th. I want to go through all 4 pages of the ad here. Keep in mind, usually the best deals at the parking lot sales are the orange tag things. They'll be in a table, usually in the front of the store. Actually, back in the day, they were in a parking lot. But in the front of the store, sometimes it's in a back corner, but you'll see a whole table full, several tables full of orange tags. Those don't come with the same warranty, so you do got to pay attention. I think you only have 5 days, but those are the biggest discounts, and they will be different from store to store. They are all returned or like blemished merchandise, so you gotta really pay attention. I've told you guys before, I bought a drill press one time when I opened the box and it was in a million broken pieces in the box. So they say they check it, they don't. You gotta check it yourself. Make sure you know what you're getting. So as we look through this ad, we actually had some really good prices. We're starting out here with the 3-ton low profile floor jack. It's $99.99. I have the regular non-low profile version. I've had it for several years now. It works great, no complaints. I definitely recommend the Pittsburgh Jacks as a cheaper alternative to the Daytonas because most people probably don't need that. And then speaking of Daytona, jack stands here. Now these normally when they're on sale, coupon, whatever, are $29.99. So they're a couple of dollars cheaper. I mean, if you need them, but you know, it's only $2 that you're saving, but if you're out there getting the jack, you may get both. The auger here, we could see it like $159.99, but that's been a while. Pretty much everything with inflation, prices have gone up. $179.99 is not terrible. Something I've always wanted from Harbor Freight, and as soon as I get an excuse large enough to pick one up, that's the one I'm going with. We got a pretty good deal on the ladder. So there's 3 discount prices that you see on these ladders: $99.99, $109.99, and $119.99. And we've been seeing $119.99 a lot. So getting down to the $99.99 is a really good deal for that one as well. Got $529.99 for the Badland winch with the synthetic rope, 12,000 pound. Now, that's very similar to the Bauer one that I just put on the Jeep. Was it maybe 2 months ago now? Maybe just a month ago, whatever it was. Rating-wise, I would say most people are probably going to say the Badland one is better, although I think the Bauer one is mostly just lesser known. They haven't sold nearly as many as Harbor Freight has sold of these, but the Bauer one is quite a bit cheaper. I played around with it a few times so far, but haven't had legitimate uses for it, but I've been pretty happy. But it's a couple $100 cheaper, so maybe worth it to you. Buy any 2 of these 12 tools for $99.98. Now, that's a pretty good deal for the Bauer stuff because you're looking at about $50 a tool. You'd want to stick to some of the things that are a little bit more higher value. You don't want to get like a drill or impact driver here because it's just not worth it to you. But maybe the 3-speed impact wrench there, or the jigsaw, the brad nailer would probably be good options for this. And I don't know if it's still going, but they did have a deal where you buy a starter kit and you got a free tool. So if you don't already have Bauer tools, you may be able to put those 2 together, but I don't know if that other promotion's still going. Not a bad deal on the drywall sander, down to $99.99. Again, Bauer sent me theirs like a year ago and used it for a project over here, and it was definitely a lot easier, especially I was doing a ceiling, so it saved my shoulders quite a bit. But, you know, if you only have one project, it might not be worth spending $100 on, but if you do it regularly. Lowest price in over 3 years or so they advertise. So this is the 4-drawer mechanic cart. 30-inch 4-drawer, comes in all the colors of the rainbow. It's down to $159.99, and comparatively, I guess that's a good deal. I bought my 5-drawer mechanic cart for $149.99. Yes, that was pre-COVID, but I just look at these and don't see the value as they once were. There was one time we actually got these for $87, $87.99 with a coupon. So prices have gone up quite a bit, but if you need it, I mean, they're good carts. It's just the pricing is not my favorite. These sockets, pretty routinely $19.99, but that's a good buy. You're getting a full set of deep wells for $20. It's a good deal. I like that. The gloves, if you remember, at peak COVID, these were like $16.99 or $17.99 for the 100-pack. $4.98 is basically getting us back to pre-levels. So that is nice to see, and they're always handy to have around. Every once in a while, we see these drill bits a little cheaper. You can get them like $7.99. When they do the $5 tool sale, you spend $35, you get $5 tools. Usually those are included, so I don't know if I would care at $9.99. The Yukon, this is the same one that I have. We talked earlier about a coupon on the one with the drawers instead of the cabinet doors, and I would actually prefer the drawer one over this, but this is what I have, and I've been pretty happy with it overall. $249.99. Again, I bought mine probably 4 or 5 years ago, but I paid $179, so quite a bit of a jump in price on this guy. My only complaint with it is the drawer is so stiff when opening that even with the wheels locked, I will drag the whole cabinet forward just trying to open up the drawer, and that just seems excessive. A little 48-inch workbench with light for $99.99. Not a huge discount. Could be handy for you. Let's see. 5500 lumen linkable LED hanging shop light. It's not terrible, but almost all LED stuff we can get cheaper on Amazon, either sale prices, coupons, promo codes, that thing. So we'll have them posted on the homepage of the website, struggleville.net, if you are interested, because they come up pretty regularly. Now, what I do like about this one is this is the updated one. The original Braun shop light was not linkable, which to me is just criminal. It has to be linkable because I imagine a lot of people are plugging in a bunch of these things and they don't want to have to space out outlets so that they can keep hooking these up or running some other kind of cord. It's just much easier if they add the 50 cents of extra hardware to make it linkable with each other. Then you got the 500 lumen rechargeable magnetic handheld foldable slim bar light. So this is another item that Harbor Freight updated over the years. The original slim bar light was only 180 degrees or 90 degrees. They double jointed this one so it folds all the way in on itself. Other than that, it looks identical. It's probably very similar. I have the original one, and it has a trash battery. It's an 18650. I think the original one's 1500 milliamp hour. So you can put any 18650 in there, and I would definitely look for one that's like 3000, 3500, and you get a lot more battery life out of it. And of course, it charges right on the flashlight and work light itself. So not too bad there. These guys, $49.99. Okay, sure. Let's see. Get the gun case, $99.99. Not something you see on coupon or sale all the time, so it might be worth it to you. Pretty typical price on the pressure washer there. The price has gone up on these folding chairs. They used to always be $19.99. I'm saying like a decade of $19.99 coupons, so they've gone up just a little bit. I like that it has the side tray and the little pouch over there, so I do think they're pretty handy. It's just unfortunate that we're paying $5 more these days. Jumping back over here, $36.99 on the Portland plug-in chainsaw. That's a 14-inch chainsaw. A week, maybe 2 weeks ago, we posted a Craftsman deal for Lowe's, and it had a plug-in electric chainsaw. They also had their pole saw on sale, so you may want to check that price over at Lowe's before jumping on this one. I don't think it's terrible, but you may prefer the Craftsman one, so do a little comparison if that's of interest to you. $10.99, boy, I don't pay a ton of attention to the ammo box, but I feel like it was like 6 or 7 at one time. 14 gauge extension cord for $17.99. The magnetic tool holder. I still have like 10 of these that have never been opened, because this used to be a freebie item, and at one time it was one of my favorites. I'd pick it up all the time. I got those things bolted all over the place around here. You got the Made in China American flag. They do have the Betsy Ross one, or at least they used to, that is made in America, and it's quite a bit more expensive, but they never, ever, ever, ever include it in a parking lot sale or a coupon or nothing. They only promote the China-made one, which is not available in Minnesota. Which is ironic for Minnesota, considering who they elect. $9.99 on the spray gun there. Still a good value, even though the price has gone up just a tad bit. Electrical tape, $4.99. That's a 10-pack, so it's 50 cents a roll. Not too bad. I don't know if the tape's any good, though. So we got some more Bauer deals here. Here they're talking about the liquidation sale. So these are all the orange tag items. It says up to 78% off. There are some really good discounts. That's how I got into the Bauer and Hercules lineups. I got the Bauer drill kit back in the day for $25 and the Hercules for $40 or $50. It was a full kit with battery and charger. So at the time, that was pretty good. It's even half price, as you can see right here, from today's pricing. $19.99 for orbital sanders, really good deal. You got a Predator for $119, $19.99 if you don't mind a corded reciprocating saw. It's about the cheapest you're going to find a reciprocating saw. This angle grinder will be part of the $5 tool sale, and it used to always be $9.99. So, you know, it's $5 more, but that's also quite a jump percentage-wise. So, Probably not something I would go for, but $299.99 on the Hercules. You know, they extended the warranties on a lot of the premium, would you call them, cordless tools, so that's a little better. Price has gone up quite a bit on the chipper shredder, but I do really like it. I'm trying to think off the top of my head right now, did I pay $349 for this or $399? I know it didn't start with a 4. But it does handle pretty much anything you can put in this thing, but you can't put Peronis in there. It's got to be a straight shaft if you want it to get through there. The only thing I ever had trouble with, and it was a weeping willow tree, the willow whips, or whatever you call them, would get wound up in the guy back here, and you'd have to dig in there and, when it's off, and unwrap it. So I learned, don't put that in there anymore. But otherwise, never had any problems with it. It was a good thing. Other than the bag. The bag it comes with sucks. Step bits for $9.99, that's not too bad. $2.99 for the wire strippers. Sometimes they're down to $1.99, but 99 cents on the little pick set. That's good. I'd pick that up maybe if I was there. I really want to get the shop crane. The older I get, the less I want to pick this crap up. And I feel like that would be just very useful. Thinking about a 700 R4 transmission sitting in the garage right now. Boy, I'd like to just move that, and I don't want to pick it up. We'll just leave it there. I'm lazy. Would be handy, even though I think even folding it's probably takes up more space than I'd like it to. Looks like that's probably the same winch we saw on the first page. Then you got the 5000 UTV one, $169.99 for 5,000 pounds. Trying to think what's the little one I bought way back in the day in the parking lot sale, because I think it's rated at 5,000 pounds, but it was before Badland ever existed. Anyways, I used to use that, bolted it to the back wall of the garage, and when the Mustang didn't run, we'd be able to pull it in because it's a little uphill climb and was a pain to push. A lot easier, just bring it right in. No. Pittsburgh wrench set. 14-piece, $35? Get the hell out of here. Not a chance. These torque wrenches used to be $9.99 all the time. I mean, $11.99 is still a good deal for a torque wrench, although I don't know if I trust them. I just mostly use mine for additional leverage because it's a big-ass ratchet. Alright guys, that brings us to the end. Also, be sure to check out the website. You know, we got a post over on struggleville.net with all the latest Harbor Freight coupons. And we keep this updated all the time. Remove the old ones, add the new ones. So never miss out on that. And then we also have the Harbor Freight email list here up at the top. So you'll get the email on the parking lot sale ads. You'll get the email when the coupons come out. So you never miss any of the amazing deals over at Harbor Freight. And they are headed mostly in the right direction. I feel like they spiked for a while with a lot of the COVID stuff going on. I mean, and by a while, I mean 3 years. And then they've kind of slowly been tapering down a little bit. And who knows? Maybe we'll get more good sales. I would consider this one a pretty good parking lot sale. They've definitely had some where I could go through the entire thing and I couldn't find a damn thing that I thought was a good deal. And this one, there's a handful of things that are worth going out for. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe, and a subscriber. I'll see you next time.